What's up, pro trainees? So you want to be a high-level scorer? Well, you got to be able to create space from the defender, and today I got the top 5 space-creating moves that you need to add to your game. So let's get into it. What's going on, pro trainees? My name is Coach Tony, and if this is the first time to our channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any content. We got videos coming each week that you can't miss. Now let's get into today's video. All right, so the pull-up is the easiest way to create space from your defender. So when I start this off, I always like to tell my players, so you got to get a step on them first, okay? Whether you're coming out of the triple threat or you're off the dribble, you got to create at least one step to get their momentum going in one direction or the other. So let's just start off in triple threat for the explanation. If I'm here, I want to read my defender, whether he's giving me left or right, and I either give him jab, shot fake, whatever you need to do to get that step. Now let's say I beat my defender to the left and he's on my hip, all right? Once that defender is on my hip, now his momentum is causing him to go towards the basket. Most defenders are trying to cut you off, so they're catching up to you when they're trying to cut you off. So once he's on my hip, I want to get right into my pull-up, which has got to be one hard dribble and my inside foot as I take that dribble. So when I take that last dribble, boom, I go inside foot, 1, 2, and then I get into that shot. But I have to be going game speed and I have to be going fast with that step on that defender or it's not going to work. So as I go through it again, I'm in triple threat, all right? I break my defender down, I get a step on him, boom, 1, 2, right into that shot. And if I do that game speed, if I do that explosive and I do it fast, because I have that step on my defender, they're gonna continue to run towards the basket and I'm gonna get into a wide open pull-up that I should be able to knock down. But let's get into some live clips so that you can score more points. All right, so in today's game, you see a ton of players at every level doing the step back, but today we're gonna go over the best and most effective step back. All right, so it always starts off with getting a step on your defender, okay? If you don't get a step on your defender, the step back's not gonna work as well, okay? So let's just say I'm going off the dribble, all right, my defender's in front of me, and I choose to go to my right, okay? So I do some kind of move that gets me to go to my right, and now I'm exploding by them, all right? A lot of players try to do a step back with their defender directly in front of them. It's not gonna work as well. You wanna get their momentum going towards the basket. So I'm going to my right, defender's on my hip, I'm exploding to the basket to the right. Once I decide that I'm gonna do the step back, I gotta plant my inside foot on my last dribble. So I'm going to the right, I'm gonna plant my inside foot here, boom, all right? That's gonna make the defender believe I'm still driving to the basket, but I'm actually pushing off this leg and I'm landing on my outside leg as I set my feet to shoot, okay? That's how you create that space, and that's why this move is so effective, because their momentum's going to the basket, but you're pushing back the opposite way. So one more time before we get into the live clips, I create a step on my defender, I'm driving, I'm gonna step back off of my inside foot, 1, 2 into my shot, I rise up and knock it down. But let's get into a couple live clips. All right, so the punch dribble is such an effective move because 1, it makes you very shifty, okay? It's going from slow to fast. 2, you can set up other moves out of that punch dribble. But 3, the most important one, it creates space for you to score. So how that works is we always start off the dribble or at a triple threat, all right? And like all of our space creating moves, you gotta get a step on your defender. So let's just say I'm here off the dribble and I'm gonna go to my left, okay? So as I explode to my left, I'm actually gonna stop with the dribble and a step with my outside foot at the same time, and it's gotta be hard. So I'm coming to my left, it's gotta be same time, boom, same foot. All right, notice I'm low, I'm wide, and it looks like I'm attacking the basket. That's my punch dribble right there, okay? Most times, if you do that correctly, your defender's gonna keep going, you can set your feet and shoot, okay? The other side to that is you can start to pair that punch dribble with other moves, such as combo moves or step back. So if I go here and I punch dribble, out of this, I can go into a double move to set my defender up. I can go from a punch dribble to a step back. So this move can be used as the finishing move or a setup move. But let's get into a couple live clips so that you can see the difference. All right, so today's video is on that escape dribble that you're starting to see a ton of high-level scorers do, whether it's in the NBA, college, or high school. So how that move works is I'm gonna usually be on the wing, just because there's a little bit more space to operate, a little bit more space to create space from your defender. So I'm on the wing, and I'm gonna get my defender on my hip. So you can get your defender on the hip multiple ways, either off the dribble, at a triple threat, maybe you came off the pick and roll, and now they're on your hip. Okay? Now, once you have them in that position, you're gonna get them on your hip, and then my last dribble has to be with my inside foot. All right, so what I like to do is like a little in and out just to get my footwork ready, get the ball ready, and then get my body ready to explode out of this escape dribble and get into that shot. So I'm coming down, I'm gonna do a little in and out with that step, and now I'm exploding sideways, okay? This is why we call it the escape dribble, because you're pretty much just escaping from your defender. So I get my little in and out, I plant this foot, now I'm going across my body, which is a big step, and then another step to really get into that shot. But you gotta use your momentum, use your explosiveness to really explode out. So I'll go one more time for you guys before we get into the live clips. So I'm coming down, we got a little in and out to set your defender up, then I'm going inside, outside, and getting to that shot. So you can see you can create a ton of space off of this move and get a lot of buckets if you do it correctly. But let's get into the live clips. All right, so the pullback is one of my favorite space creating moves, and that's what we're gonna go over today. So just like the other space creating moves that you've seen in previous weeks, the same with today, you gotta get a step on your defender. None of these work unless you make your defender believe you're going to the basket. Okay, so let's just say I'm gonna go to my right. All right, I'm driving to my right, I got a step on my defender already, and I'm gonna plant my outside foot to give the illusion that I'm still driving to the basket. So it's very similar to last week's punch dribble. So I'm going down, I'm gonna plant my outside foot, and then from this position, I'm low, I'm wide, I drop down, and I wanna shift to the basket one more time, okay? This looks like I'm driving to the basket. Now from here, I got three options. I can either go pull back cross, pull back between, or pull back behind the back, okay? So you got all three of those options from this position right here. Okay, so one more time, as I'm going down, I'm gonna drive to the right, I'm gonna plant my outside foot, I'm gonna pull back, and then from here, I can get that shot off, all right? But you can also pair this move with some combo moves or even a step back to make it very advanced. But let's get into a couple live clips so you can see exactly how to do it. If If you want to train with us at home, make sure you go head over to perfectyourgame.com. We got a free 30-minute workout that you can do anywhere. All you need is a ball and some space. And I need you to like, comment, and subscribe to this video, and make sure you come back next week. We'll have a new video for you then. But until then, perfect your game. Peace.